So guys, welcome to the 9th episode of Season 1 of the FIFA 16 Leicester City Career Mode. Today we will be continuing on where we did leave off in the last episode in the January transfer window. So in the comment section down below, let me know and players you want me to sign for this upcoming transfer window. I do take them into consideration and I might also use them for the next transfer window. That will be the transfer window before we do start the second season of the Leicester City Career Mode. As you guys can see, there's an 18-year-old that is going out on loan, but just before we do head into the episode and we do play the games and make a few transfers, go ahead and click like on the video if you guys do go on to enjoy it and you guys are enjoying this series. Drop a comment down below that I can respond to, and make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button if you are new around here. A player that is in high demand is Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel is in high demand during this transfer window. You guys can see 3 or 4 clubs already putting offers in for Schmeichel. He's 29 years of age. He isn't going to go up at all when he does come to his overall rating, but he has played this first half of the season so well, and I really don't want to sell him. I want Kasper Schmeichel to be the one player that stays at Leicester throughout this whole series. Even though he might decline in overalls, I just want to keep him in the goalkeeper position. Yes, I will go out and maybe buy a younger goalkeeper in the future, maybe during season 2 or 3. But I don't want to sell Schmeichel at all in this Leicester City career mode. He's going to be the one player I really am going to try and keep. You guys can see that we're currently sitting 4th in the league. Bournemouth are sitting last. So it's 4th versus 20th. 4th versus last here in the Premier League up against Bournemouth. And going into this game, it is pretty much a certain 3 points, you would think. You guys can see I'm starting a 4-4-2 formation. It's a 4-4-2 formation with 2 CDMs, 2 central attacking midfielders, and then 2 strikers. Kramaric and Vardy will be the 2 strikers for this game. Take a look at the Bournemouth side. Like I did say, they are sitting last. They're starting a 4-5-1 formation. 5 midfielders, which is quite interesting. With Wilson, he'll be starting on top. So let's jump into this game here against Bournemouth. Like I did say, we're sitting 4th, way exceeding my expectations for this first season. You guys know that I only wanted to finish in the top half of the table for this first season, and we're already fighting for a Champions League position for the next season. You guys can see in the 29th minute, ball gets played through to Jamie Vardy as he takes a shot, and that one almost going into the back of the net. Very well done there from the Bournemouth defender. But not long after that, in the 37th minute, ball gets played to Mahrez as he plays over top ball to Kramaric. Kramaric actually loses it as a deflection off the defender falls back to Kramaric, and he puts that one into the back of the net. And in the 39th minute, it's Leicester City 1, Bournemouth 0, and we do take a 1-0 advantage during this first half. Like I did say, Kramaric actually lost the ball. Deflection off the defender fell to him. That's a good finish to the back post. So we now lead Bournemouth 1-0. Could we keep the lead? As just before halftime, Bournemouth actually receive a free kick in the 45th minute. During stoppage time, Bournemouth actually going to take this free kick and they're actually going to score it. This is quite interesting here. Going to halftime, 4th versus last, this should be a certain 3 points against Bournemouth. They level it at 1-1 right now. And it's Leicester City 1, Bournemouth 1 at the King Power Stadium. But in the 51st minute, Bournemouth do have a corner. They're actually going to cross in this corner. You guys can see the ball will be whipped in right now. They get a header onto it. And in the 51st minute, it's Leicester City 1, Bournemouth 2. And Bournemouth have shocked us with 2 goals in the space of 6 minutes. Obviously, 1 in the first half. This one now in the second half. And Bournemouth take the lead, and we cannot afford a loss to the last side in the Premier League. We cannot afford a loss there. We're fighting for the top 4, fighting for the Premier League title. We can't lose this game, as in the 65th minute, you guys can see that we're going on the attack. The ball gets played wide to Mahrez. Mahrez, can he cut inside? Yes, he will. He's been on some good form in the past couple of episodes. Skips around a few defenders, and he's a very good save there from the Bournemouth goalkeeper. It was a 1-on-1, and he pulled off a fantastic save. Pretty sure he saved that one with his arm there, not with his hand, his glove. But in the 82nd minute, we do receive a free kick from around about 25 yards out. In the 83rd minute, this is our chance to make it 2-2. And could we just secure a point from this game against Bournemouth? So from 30 yards out, it actually is going to be, as we're going to take this free kick, and we are only going to be denied by the Bournemouth goalkeeper. That is a great save there from Burke in goals for Bournemouth. So it is still 2-1. As in the 87th minute, ball gets played to Mahrez as he plays it through to Kramaric, who is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And that was our chance to at least get 1 point from this game. The game is going to end Leicester City 1, Bournemouth 2. Yes, we have suffered a defeat to bottom placed Bournemouth, who have shocked us. We're 1-0 in the lead. Bournemouth scored 2 quick goals, and they have won this game. So that is quite disappointing. We're fighting for a top 4 position, and we can't afford to be losing against a bottom placed Bournemouth. So the game is going to end 2-1, and we're going to have to look to hit back later on in today's episode. But you guys can see we're doing another training session here with Cramrich, and that's quite disappointing, guys. A 2-1 loss to Bournemouth, that should have been a certain 3 points. And it's results like that that are really going to cost us come the end of the season when we are fighting for a top 4 position. You guys can see I do have a quick squad report here. Some players are going to be declined, and I am going to keep one player after that squad report. You guys can see a player that I'm trying to sign. This is one of the players that I really want to sign, Mbolo. He's at FC Basel, and I'm going to go all out for Mbolo. I only have 400,000 in the transfer budget, so you guys know I can't do anything with that money. So I'm going to do a straight swap, Okazaki for Mbolo. Okazaki has been playing well this season, in this first season of the Leicester City career mode, but I'm looking for the future. You guys know I want to do 4 or 5 seasons with Leicester City, and Mbolo is a player for the future. I have offered FC Basel a straight swap. Okazaki will go to Basel, and we will get Mbolo. Mbolo will come to Leicester City. Will Basel accept that transfer offer? I'm pretty sure it's Basel. Will they accept that offer? You guys will have to wait and find out later on in today's episode, as we have a game at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa versus Leicester City. We have to hit back from that game against Bournemouth. A bottom side Bournemouth defeated us, and we're fighting for the top 4. Not good enough. We have to defeat Aston Villa. You guys did see their lineup for the game when it did pop up. The likes of Richards will be starting, Westwood, Sinclair. My Leicester City side is one of my strongest Leicester City sides. We've got Jamie Vardy, Albrighton, Mahrez, Pereira, Kante, Inla, Zuma. Moore will be starting as a centre-back. A centre-back that I did show you guys in the last episode who has come back from his loan. And he's already about a 72 overall, and he's definitely a player that I really want to use during this rest of this first season. And then let's hope that he can play well in the centre-back position, because our 2 centre-backs, our main 2 centre-backs, Huth and I can't think of the other centre-back, but they are both aging, so we really do need to bring in some youth centre-backs. As you guys can see, Aston Villa did have the first chance in this game, but in the 39th minute, we had our own opportunity, only to be denied by the Aston Villa goalkeeper. But in the 47th minute, it's Inla who's going to win the ball off the defender. He plays it to Pereira, and in the 48th minute, Pereira has scored the goal. The central attacking midfielder has picked up a goal, and what a player he has been. Remember, guys, that Pereira is out on loan to Leicester City. I should have signed him during the first transfer window, because if you guys do look at it, Pereira has gone up by about 4 overalls during this first season. He's been a starting 11 player, and we're going to have to pay even more for him now, because he has gone up by those couple of overalls. His stats have gone up, and Manchester United will want more for him. In the 58th minute, Jamie Vardy made his one to go. He went with a bit of a chip over the goalkeeper. He was denied, but resulting in that, we do have a corner as the ball is headed back out to Raid Mahrez. Mahrez is going to cut inside as he plays the ball to Pereira, and on the left foot, Pereira is going to stick that one just into the back of the net. And after 60 minutes, it's Aston Villa 0, Leicester City 2. We now take a 2-0 lead against Aston Villa. This is a performance that we needed to put in. After that 2-1 loss against Bournemouth, we needed to hit back in this game, and Pereira has stepped up in this game. He has scored 2 goals. We now lead 2-0 against Aston Villa. But the most important thing is that we really do have to keep a clean sheet after conceding those 2 goals against Bournemouth. In the 82nd minute, Aston Villa didn't have 1 chance. They had 2 chances on goal, but they were both denied by Schmeichel, and we all know how well Schmeichel is playing. Andres Pereira, what a performance from him. He's just playing so well during this first season. Definitely a player I want to sign when it does come to the second season of this career mode series. So that is it for the gameplay portion of today's episode. You guys will be seeing a few transfers just before we do end off today's episode. Today is a bit of a short episode. You guys know I like to do my episodes around about 14 to 20 minutes. The reason for that is is because we had the 20-minute special on Sunday that is going to cut down my gameplay when it does come to the Monday and Tuesday episodes, but when we do get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you guys know it'll be 14 to 20 minutes. You guys can see we're doing another training session there with Kremich. Very good win there, 2-0 win against Aston Villa. You guys would know if you have been following this series, it has been quite difficult for me to score 2 goals a game. When it does come to scoring 1 goal a game, hey, we can do that all the time. But when we are trying to score multiple goals in a game, I feel like our team does struggle, as it is actually Embolo. So it's actually FC Basel who have accepted my transfer offer for Embolo, which means that Embolo, all he has to do is accept the contract, and it would be a straight swap deal. Okazaki going to Basel, and Embolo coming to Leicester City. In my opinion, that is a great deal. I think you guys would be happy with that also in the comment section down below. You guys can see that I have been transfer listing a few players, and my young players, I have loan listed them. Guys, that is how we're going to wrap up today's episode. You guys know what to do. Go ahead and click that like button if you did enjoy today's episode. Drop a comment down below on players you want me to sign. Click subscribe if you are new around here. This series has been going up daily, so you have to subscribe if you want to catch up on the latest of videos. There's a few more young players I was taking a look at, Tillemans and Carrera, 2 young midfielders, and I won't be trying to sign them during this transfer window. We're going to have to wait for some more transfer budget, and when will we get that transfer budget? During Season 2. I'll see you all on my next video.